Good morning, dear students. Today we'll start with Act 2, Scene 1. It's taking place in Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of cornets, which means the trumpet is being played. Enter the Prince of Morocco and his train. Prince of Morocco, along with his servants, enters. Portia, Nerissa, and the other of her attendants. Morocco. Mislike me not for my complexion. So now Prince of Morocco is worried about his complexion, his color. He is dark in complexion, so he is worried. So he is telling, do not dislike me because of my dark complexion. The shadowed livery of the burnished sun. He is describing it as the dark uniform. Shadowed livery means dark uniform of the burnished sun, burning sun, hot sun, to whom I am neighbor and near bred. So he is telling he is very close to this sun and closely related to the sun because he is living close to equator. Bring me the fairest creature northward born. So he is asking Portia to bring someone who has born in the northern part, and it is believed that people in northern area are fairest. Where Phoebus pious case thaws the icicles. Where the Phoebus is the sun god, his fire, his rays. Scase thaws, which means hardly melt the icicles. Icicles are long pointed spiked ice. Okay. So they are called icicles. So he says that bring a person who is born in north side where the sun rays hardly fall and melt the ice particles. And let us make incision for your love. So out of love for Portia, let both of them, Prince of Morocco as well as the man who is born in the northern area, and they will make a cut on the body. Incision means cut on the body. To prove whose blood is reddest, his or mine, in order to prove whose blood is reddest, who is bold or strong. To tell the lady this aspect of mine, this quality of his, which means the strong quality of his. He is a bold man, courageous man. So that quality of his had feared the valiant. It has brought the fear in the heart of the valiant person, a bold person, a courageous person. By my love, I swear the best regarded virgins of our clime. So he said, out of my love for you, I swear that the best regarded virgins, the most respected virgins of our clime means clime literally meaning climate, which means here it means his country, his region, have loved it too. So his quality of courageousness is loved by even the virgins in his country. I would not change this hue. Hue means color. So he doesn't want to change the color of his body or the complexion of his face, except to steal your thought, except to win the hearts or favor of Portia, my gentle queen. So he is addressing Portia as a gentle queen, and he tells her that do not dislike him or because of his darker complexion. It's because he is living close to the sun, which means he is close to equator, and he asks her to bring a person who is born northward and make an incision on their body and find out whose blood is reddest, which shows he is a very, very courageous man who even ready to make an incision on his body. And he says this quality of his is loved by everyone, especially it has created fear in the hearts of the courageous, and also the most respected virgins in his country also love this color. But he will change this color if Portia wishes to. Otherwise, he likes and others love his color. Portia. In terms of choice, I am not solely led by nice direction of a maiden's eyes. So she says, in order to make a choice, if she has to choose Morocco, it's not only because of the what her eyes direct her, which means according to her lightness, according to how she sees, she cannot choose a person. Besides, the lottery of my destiny bars me the right of voluntary choosing. So, according to the lottery, she cannot choose anybody. They have to choose the right casket and then win her. If they choose the right casket, they can marry her. So she cannot choose. According to the lottery, she cannot choose anyone. She has no right to choose anyone voluntarily. But if my father had not scanded me and hedged me by his wit, to yield myself his wife who wins me, by that means I told you, yourself renowned prince, then stood as fair as any comer. I have looked on yet for my affection. So she says, if my father would have not um, limited me, or he would not have made a limit for me and kept me uh, under his under this limitation. What is that limitation? Of his wit here is the lottery which he has devised. To yield myself, to allow myself to be a wife who only wins by the means means by choosing the right casket. So, if it was not the case, you yourself, renowned prince, well-known prince, famous prince, you also stood as fair as any comer. You are just like any other suitor who has come here. I have looked on yet for my affection. And we know very well, till now Portia did not like anyone who has come there, and she has given always a negative opinion about them. And she says, you are also one among them. But Prince of Morocco does not know what she means here. But we know that till now she has not liked any of the suitors, and so she tells him too that you are also just like any other suitor, you also have the right to choose, or you are just like have the fair chance just like any other suitor who has come here. Morocco, even for that I thank you. So he thanks, I thank you for this. Therefore, I pray you, lead me to the casket. So he wants to go and choose immediately. So he asks her to lead him to the casket. To try my fortune, he wants to try his fortune by going to the caskets and choosing the one. By this scimitar is a small sword that slew the Sophie and a Persian prince. So he had battle with the Sophie and a Persian prince, and he had killed them. Slew means kill. So he is taking a promise or making an oath with the scimitar with which he had killed the Sophie and Persian prince, that won 3 fields of Sultan Sulaiman. Sultan Sulaiman had a battle with Prince of Morocco, and he has won. Morocco had won 3 battles with the Sultan Sulaiman. I would outstare the sternest eyes that look. So he is telling, he is promising with this scimitar that he would look straight into the most fierce eyes. Outbrave the heart most daring on earth. He would challenge the brave man who is living on earth. Outbrave means he will challenge the most bravest persons. Pluck the young sucking cubs from the she bear. He would even separate the cub from the mother bear, she bear. And remember, the animals are most wild when they have their babies. And even when this cub will be sucking milk, he would be daring to separate it from its mother. Yeah, mock the lion when he roars for prey. And lions are very fierce when they are hungry. And he says even he would challenge a lion when it is roaring for prey to win the lady. All these why he would do in order to win Portia. But alas the while. So he could do all these brave acts in order to win Portia. But he says, alas the while. If Hercules and Lichess play at dice, Hercules is a superhero of Greek mythology, and Lichess is his servant. Lichess is his servant. And if they play at dice, which is the better man? The greater throw may turn by fortune from the weaker hand. Sometimes greater throw means winning may happen, or the luck will be at the side of the weaker hand. It may be Lichess the servant. Because Hercules is a superhero, Lichess, a servant, may win because of his luck. So is Alcides. Alcides is another name for Hercules. He got this name because he is son of Alcaeus. Alcides is the other name for Hercules, and he got this name because he was son of Alcaeus. So beaten by his page. Page is a servant boy. And so may I, blind fortune leading me, miss that which one unworthier may attain, and die with grieving. So he is telling, because of my unluckiness, I may, with blind fortune means with may fortune, goddess of fortune is depicted as the as blindfolded. So he is considering it as blind fortune. So because of the unluckiness in him, it may lead him to a bad fate, which means he may not be winning Portia because of his unluck. So he could do any brave deeds. He could even change his color in order to win Portia. But when this choosing of caskets, he is telling that it depends upon luck. Sometimes when a superhero and his servant plays dies, the luck can even come to a servant and the other one may left grieving. That's what he says here.